What is up, everybody? Welcome to our new Bachata course specifically for beginners. So this is the course for you if you're seeking to improve and learn how to do bachata.
Yes, and we're going to go through all of the fundamental steps. So this you could do for traditional, moderna, or sensual bachata. Let's get started.
So we're going to start with our Bachata Basic, okay? To keep it simple, we have to make sure that we always count 1 through 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keeping a little tap on the number 4 and we repeat. Keeping a little tap on number 8 and we repeat. Simple words, actions we do. Number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right here, what do we do at the number 4?
We do a little tap and we repeat that same foot. So we tapped and finish 5, 6, 7, tap again. Just like how Max was saying, we tap on the number 4 and the number 8. March everything else. Let's try it again. 5, 6, 7, basic. 1, 2, 3, tap. 4, 5, 6, 7, tap again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very nice.
As you're seeing, we have already a clear movement of our arms. We have a little movement of our hips. Don't worry about it. Little by little, you're going to be learning how to do this. Starting by the movement of our arms, we have to make sure that we keep the movement, like if you're rocking a baby, or a clear example, if you're dancing merengue. Whenever you dance merengue, the movement naturally goes from side to side to side to side. Translating it to bachata, it goes from the side to side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And number 4, we're going to hold. We don't do 4. We keep it on this side to now go. 5, 6, 7, and hold number 4. Everything holds. 5, 6, 7, 8. Everything holds. 1, 2, and 3 again. And 5, 6, 7.
Here, make sure also to keep your steps nice and small. We don't want to make them too big and get really tired and complicated. Make sure you're right underneath your shoulders. Yes, so let's put all that together.
Let's do it again. Basic step. 5, 6, 7, E. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure that you practice these steps until you get the coordination, and I will see for the next step. For this next step, we're gonna take the step that we did side to side and we're gonna leave it in the spot. Remember, repeating our number 4 and number 8 with the leg that corresponds. So that means I'm gonna start with my left and I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3, tap. Make sure that you tap the number 4 and you repeat the same leg. E, 5, 6, 7, 8. You might wonder, why do I have to repeat the number 4 or the number 8? It's because right now you're currently doing half of your weight on that leg. So that means that if you try to do the right leg, it's going to look like that. It's going to look awkward. So that's why with the leg that you're doing the tap, that is not a full step, you're able to do so transferring your weight. 5, 6, 7, 8. So here we go. One more time, march in place. 7, E. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 5, 6, 7, and tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 5, and stop. 7, and.
So you'll see that it's a lot of repetition, exactly what we did in the basic, going side to side. Nothing changed, we're just not moving. So keep on drilling it. Make sure that we could do it in our sleep so that we're gonna take this technique in any step we do.
Now for this next step, we're gonna do the same steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, but now front and back. As you saw, we have a little pattern. 4 steps to one side, 4 steps to the other one. 4 steps in place or 8 steps in place. Now we're gonna go front and back, doing the exact same exercise. We go with our left leg, front. 1, 2, 3, and this one we're taking steps to walk. E, 5, 6, 7, we walk. Front, 2, 3, 4, walk back, 6, 7, always finishing in the center. We make sure that we don't do this. 5, 6, 7, and finish front. 1, 2, and 3, we don't do that. 5, 6, 7, we collect again. 2, and 3. Now the transition to the basic step. E, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7 again. 1, 2, 3. Second step, we march in place. E and 1, 2, and 3. We hold 5, 6, 7. We hold 1, 2, and 3. Now front and back. 6, 7. E and walk, walk, walk. Tap, walk, walk, walk. Tap, walk, walk, walk. Tap. 5, 6, 7, and stop.
Yes. So lots of repetition, but every step, exact same counts. We're tapping the same way, repeating the same way. Just keep practicing that.
Now for our next step, we're gonna go with the side second basic. So we're going to do a combination between our basic step and the march steps. How does that go? Simple. My left is going to go number 1, 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. As you can tell, I didn't move completely to the side. I make only one step to the lateral, 1, and I came back to my center. 2 is that anchor. 3, switch 4. I'm going to repeat my number 5 to my right side. 5, anchor 6, number 7, and number 8. Okay?
So this is going to be how Max said, a mix between a basic from side to side and the march step. The most important thing to remember on this step, we know this one usually confuses some people, is pick up your feet and make sure you're transferring your weight. What does that mean? So when you go out with your left, make sure your head and your weight stays here. No, actually switch it. So you should be able and free to lift this right leg. And then we come back, again, step and tap. Everything is gonna be controlled and monitored or followed, however you wanna think about it. Everything will follow the pattern of the counts. So we're always gonna stress counting a lot. Always, always, until you get used to it. Let's try it again.
Yes. 5, 6, 7, E, and 1, 2, 3 to the center. 5, center, center, E, 1, center, center, 4, 5, center, center. As you can tell, the only numbers that I go out are the number 1s and number 5s. E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So far we have done 4 steps. The first one being the basic, second being the march, the third being the front and back, and the fourth being the side second basic.
Yes, and it's a lot of information really quickly. So practice this video as much as you can to really grow and feel comfortable on this, and to see that all of these steps are the exact same thing. We keep our feet moving, we tap the same way, we're just going in different directions.
Now we're gonna go and do a little sequence with music.
that we went through some of the fundamental steps, changing our direction, we're gonna try it with our partner. First, we're gonna show you 3 different holds that you can do with your partner and how you can correlate them with the steps that we went through in the first part. So we start with only these 4 fingers. We're gonna create a hook. This is gonna be our open grip or our open hold. This is typically for turns.
Okay, we make sure that we do not use our thumb. We just do the little hooks, and right now we create this little tension with our partner. She's kind of like pulling. She's not actually pulling, but this is like a Lego piece, like a monkey link. We stay right here. First, open hold, okay? Second one is going to be palm to palm. So we switch right here, palma con palma, and we close. It's like a little clamp. Again, I am not using my thumb. I am not clamping right here. I'm just using my fingers right there. Okay, what else?
And here, this is where the resistance, unlike the open hold where we were pulling, this one we're going to press into the palms. So we want to still have the connection in the middle of our hand.
See, it's not that we're gonna be sumo wrestling, but right here we're gonna be pushing against each other. Leads, whenever we close the hands, we actually want to feel that little energy, push and pull. I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but I am constantly managing to like push and pull the grip and my partner so she's able to understand, okay? Also very important, we have to make sure that we don't close the arms and we don't hyperextend. They need to be open in the middle, around the rib cage, as you can tell over here. Boom, you go this direction. Do you see? Now for the third one, it's gonna be our close hold. This hand is gonna go to the shoulder. I can place it here and go over here, or I can change it from here, around, and up, directly here. See, we always have to make sure that our grip looks like this. Now, it's not gonna be collapsed. It's not gonna be up here. It's not gonna be down here. It's gonna be up, close hold. This is the other side. This is how it's supposed to look like.
And make sure that it is shoulder blade to shoulder blade. So not at the waist. Don't lead your follow through the waist. And also for follows, I'm not going to be here in front of his shoulder or on top. So I'm going to reach as far as I can that's comfortable towards Max's shoulder blade, but not in this area.
Because right here, the both of us needs to be connecting here. Her arm pressing down, my arm holding there, resisting. So we have this little connection for the both of us. So, en resumen, open hold, palm to palm, close hold. And as you can tell, with each level of grip, there's a level of confidence, a level of trust. Again, this one, I don't know the partner, we're dancing over here. This one, I might know her a little bit, but still leaving a little room for Jesus. The third one, boom, we still leave a room for Jesus. Make sure that you don't get super close. Respeta. Okay? Now we're here.
See?
Okay.
Now let's go through how this is correlated and how we could do it with our steps.
So, starting by your basic. Basic step we go. My partner starts with that.
Right. So, sorry for all of my follows out there. We will have to change our feet. Same steps, but we just step towards our right first.
So we do our basic and then 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5. Now, all the steps that we learn, we do it right here in front of our partner. We go march in place. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and front and back. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. We go 6 again. And 1, 2, and 3. Now, side second basic is a little bit of a lead. You have to make sure that you lead your partner. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How does my partner know that I am going to go towards this direction, each direction? Because we are following each other's frames, okay? I make sure that if I go left, she's following me. I'm not gonna go left and she's gonna go right. That never happens. We're following each other. So I go 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay?
Yes. So it's okay if you miss a couple of cues here and there, but for the most part, because we don't know as follows what's coming up. That's why it's really important to have this tension in your arms, because if you have this resistance in your arms, if he was to walk forward, okay, I want to chase that resistance again. I don't want to for him to walk forward and then I disconnected. See? So we're always going to be pulling towards the hands so that it's easier to read what direction. And of course, I'm always looking at his shoulders as well.
Also, we don't want for this to happen. This doesn't happen. We make sure that we stay connected to each other by, yes, engaging our upper body. If I go forward, yes, she is resisting that motion. Do you see? Where I go, she goes. If I'm doing 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I don't tell her. I just lead through my frame.
Yes. So try to avoid all of this. Yes.
The hand movements, they are not going to be wiggling, moving crazy, all right? Now we go to the second grip, palm to palm. As we stated before, we have to make sure that this one we focus more on our hips, but in our arms, we have to make sure that we're pushing against each other. That's how we ensure the proper movement and transition of the hips without doing this thingy. Okay, we're not swinging our hands, they stay still.
Yes. So here again, we're making the connection with the center of the palm. So it's almost like you're pushing into your partner, but don't push too hard. I know we're strong, but don't push too hard. And also leads, don't push too much on your follow. We want to keep our hands in the center of the space we've created.
Yeah, equal resistance, equal push. So we do our basic steps. 7, E, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7 again, and 1, 2, and 3. Now we march in place. 7, E, 1, 2, and 3. As you can tell, the only thing moving is my feet. I am not doing 5, 6, 7, and now we're going to do the front and back. 1, 2, and 3, 5, 6, 7. Right here, this is when I push her and I bring her towards me. And then 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, 7, and for the side second basic here, the connection has to be more intense. And not intense like
yes,
but not intense also in the hands. We just have to be sure that we're connected 100%. That's why my hands are closed right here. And I go side second basic, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I step and I lead my partner towards where I am going with my hands, and my hips are loose because the hips don't lie. Haha. 7, E, stop.
Yes, so I feel Max's frame pulling me, pushing me, even though it's very light. So make sure we're not gripping our partners with our finger like we're squeezing something. It's in that frame. So this is also going to show you good posture. Make sure your chest is up, shoulders are back, and we're nice and confident so we can be ready to follow and lead what we need.
So get ready for the next part. Music. Okay, everybody, to finalize this episode, make sure that you watch, repeat, and feel comfortable with the moves that we have done.
Absolutely. So take your time. Don't worry about going through all the videos as quickly as possible. Try different songs of bachata, some slower, some faster. Just keep counting, keep on practicing, and repetition makes progress.
See you in the next episode.